Rob McIntosh Sr. here with Redhead Rehabs in another installment in our continuing video tips series. Today we're going to be talking about drywall. Yes, that very simple item that's very important in most renovation projects. Why don't we just take a few of the basics about drywall, and of course your drywall installer can guide you through the specific details. First is your traditional drywall. This is typically a white colored paper type material with a gypsum material in between both layers of the paper. An important thing about regular drywall is you do have to realize it comes in different thicknesses. This is important for permitting and for the application. If, for example, you're using it on the inside wall, in most cases your 1/4 inch drywall will be perfectly acceptable. If you're using it, however, on an outside wall, there's two factors to consider. The R value, which a thicker piece will offer you a little bit more R value, but more so usually with a fire code issue. This comes in 1/4 inch, as we mentioned, for interior walls. 1/2 inch and 5/8 are the three normal thicknesses. They also do have a super special firewall type drywall as well, but that would only be used where required by permits. Another thing, when you're installing this on the lower level, down by the floor, make sure that you give yourself, you don't want it resting on the floor. You want it approximately 1/4 inch off the floor. That way, if for some reason there is any issues with water on the floor, it will not wick it up from the bottom and create a problem. This stuff, this standard traditional drywall, cannot get wet. That's a very important thing. This should be used in most of your common rooms in your house. It should not be used in bathrooms or in any area that will have a high moisture content. For example, possibly a basement where there might be a higher humidity level. But for your typical upstairs, this is perfectly fine. To take care of the moisture issue, we use green board. This is typically called green board because I know the color in here isn't the greatest, but it has a green tint or green hue to it. Sometimes this also comes in a purple color. It just depends on the manufacturer. What this is designed for a high humidity area. It can get wet, but should not be, I'll say, drenching wet. The most common application for this would be a shower walls or shower ceilings, where you have a high humidity area. This would be perfect. What makes this different from your traditional drywall is this coating. This green material is not a paper. It's a water resistant type material. It will not wick water, and it basically will dry out. This has a paper coating on it, your traditional. Mold, which is a key ingredient for many people. Very often if you pull cabinets out, if you've ever done any remodeling in your house or you're behind a vanity, you'll notice that you very often may see light amount of black surface mold. Don't panic. That will grow on a paper type material here. The green board, it will not. So that's why this is great in a high humidity area, or if you're doing a basement remodeling, I would probably recommend going with the green board. It is a little bit more expensive, but overall cost for like a 4x8 sheet is only like $1.50 more, so it really isn't that much. Finally, we have cement board. Cement board is highly recommended in your shower applications or bathroom where the water actually will be in contact or possibly in contact with it. Basically, for example, the three sides of a shower, you can literally put the tile right onto this. Just put this up onto screw this onto your walls. It does not have to be mudded or taped. Actually, you don't want to do that. And then when you put your thin set or tile material on here, it literally goes right on here. This is 100% waterproof. It will not rot, it will not mold, and like the name says, cement board, or sometimes it's called dry rock. This will not absorb water at all. So again, this is used typically on the three sides of a shower, where this would highly be recommended, or somewhere that may possibly be exposed to super high levels of humidity, but it's quite a bit more expensive than your traditional green board or drywall. This typically comes in 4x6 size sheets. It is fairly heavy, so you may need someone to help move this with you. Also, when you cut this, these can be cut with a traditional razor blade, X-Acto knife, utility knife. This will require actually a saw to cut through this. That's it for today's segment on Redhead Rehabs. Hope we've educated you a little bit on drywall, and we look forward to talking to you more in our continuing series from Redhead Rehabs. Have a great day.